Happy Air Max month, YouTube. This is Vick Almighty. We're about to customize these all white Air Max 95s into the Air Max 90 Bacon colorway. This colorway is so crispy, so I hope I do it justice. This is also my first time ever customizing a pair of 95s, so I'm excited about that. So without further ado, let's get it started. So check it, this is what I'm thinking for this custom. Over here on the Bacon colorway, we get a lot of different colors to play with. We got the off-white color on the toe box, the red, the pink, the creamish color on the suede, the cream on the midsole, the brown, and the beige sock liners. Over here on the 95 base shoe, we got a lot of different leather panels to work with. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 on the side, little lace sweeps to play with, details on the tongue, toe box, and a crazy midsole. I'm thinking this custom is going to work out perfectly. We're going to start from the top and work our way down to the bottom. First things first, let's put the bacons to the side. We don't need these for now. And same thing with the right shoe for before and after purposes. Next, let's take out our laces and insole. Next step, using some acetone and cotton balls, we're going to prep the entire shoe to get it ready for the paint job. Acetone smells like death. I'll never get used to it. Now, we're gonna go ahead and do some taping over the sock liner and the tongue to get it ready for our first color. All taped up, now let's move on to the sock liners. For this step, we're gonna be painting it using this pre-mixed brown color. I use brown, tan leather, opaque yellow, and white. It's the exact perfect mix for the sock liner on the bacons. So we got that sock liner painted. Looks pretty close to the original bacon, you guys. I'm happy with how it looks. They are two different materials, so they are slightly different, but again, I'm happy. Let's go ahead and move on to the details. Check out a close-up on that. I did get some overspray over there, but I'm not too worried about that. Again, everything's good to go. Let's keep it moving. Now moving on to the tongues. I went ahead and applied some pink paint to the top portion of this tongue, just so I could match it to the original. So far so good, I love how it looks. For this color, I used just some hot pink and some white, super easy. I also went ahead and mixed it with some Angelus Too Thin to thin it out. We're gonna apply it using a paintbrush onto the tongue. Pink looks great, and let's keep it moving. The next color I'm gonna go with is this off-white grayish tone that's on the toe box. That's gonna go all over this panel. For this mix, super easy, white, mist, and bone. We'll lay it down using my paintbrush once again. Once that's good to go, we'll move on to this upper piece. So check this out, you guys. We get the color down in the mesh area. It looks great, but my original game plan was for it to look more like this color. It's a little darker over here. That's because I applied 2 or 3 coats. After that, and after I applied the heat gun, it darkened up. That's why it looks a little bit different. The great thing about it is it looks more like the suede color over here. So we're good to go with that. I'm trying to switch up the game plan a little bit. This color is gonna have to go somewhere else on the shoe. Now on to the brown. For this color mix, I used brown, white, and a little bit of olive. Super easy. Now we're getting somewhere, you guys. The brown is laid down. That was super time consuming, making sure the brown was laid down all around without getting it on the creamish color or the beige. Same thing with getting the paint inside the little lace loops. Everything looks crispy though. Let's move on to the next color. For the next color, we're gonna be laying down this off-white color. This is the original color that I was trying to get on the mesh area. That's okay, we're just gonna move it down 1 row. We're gonna lay it down once again using an angular brush. Fifth color is good to go. Now we're gonna jump down to the midsoles. For the midsoles, we're gonna lay down this cream color. For the mix, it's just cream. I'm digging the creamy midsole. Now let's jump back to the uppers. We still got 3 rows to go. I'm thinking for this middle one, we go with the exact color I used on the mesh area. Two more colors are left on the uppers. Right now we're gonna focus on this brown color. That's gonna go on the bottom strip and this back piece. Brown is laid down, now onto the last color before we move on to the details. We're gonna lay down this red color on the toe cap area and this middle row. For this red color, I just mixed red, duller, and hot pink. Color blocking is good to go. Check out these lines. Super crispy all around. This colorway is just fire, you guys. It flows so nicely. Now let's move on to the details so we can wrap up this custom. We still gotta take care of the swoosh, the Nike Air on the back, using some pink paint. We're getting there. Swoosh and backtop are good to go. We're almost there with this custom. We're gonna jump down to the air units now. We got about 6 different air units to play with. On the original Air Max 90 Bacon, the color on those air units are pink. I don't have that exact pink, but I got something close enough. I'm gonna use the exact same stuff I used on the custom Sean Witherspoons that I did a couple years back on Air Max Day. All finished with the air units. I'll show you how they turned out at the end of this video. Now we're gonna focus on the final detail of this custom. This is where I'm gonna throw my twist on the original Bacon colorway. Right here I got this oval leather shape that I laser engraved. This is gonna go on the custom Air Max 95 tongue. What I'm gonna do is add a cartoon Bacon stencil right in the middle. This is a detail I wish they would have added on the original Bacon colorway. That's why I'm gonna do it on these 95s. Here's what I'm working with. We got the laser engraved oval leather patch, the Bacon stencil. What I'm gonna do first is paint the leather brown, lay down the stencil, and then add stitching all around, then we'll glue it onto the shoe. Shout out to Julian, he's our graphic designer. I'm sure you guys seen him on our YouTube videos. He does all my designs for my stencils and all my laser engraving. Shout out to the man. Alright guys, finally, we made it to the end of the video. A lot of time, a lot of work, and a lot of hours went into this custom, but honestly, I'm super stoked on how it turned out. It's a real beauty. I know Nike has released a Bacon 95 colorway in the past, but it was actually on a 95 360. I'm not a fan of that shoe at all or the colorway. If Nike was to ever release a new Bacon colorway on a 95, this is what it would look like. One thing I did notice towards the end of the video, the way the leather panels on the side are set up, it kind of looks like a bacon strip. It's another reason why this colorway flows so nicely on the Air Max 95. Now let's go ahead and take it from the top on exactly what I did to make this shoe possible. We started off with an all-white Air Max 95, and then we started laying down a bunch of colors. Beige, brown, pink, gray, cream, red. Once those colors were laid down, we moved on to the detail work. We laid down the pink Nike Air on the back. This was tricky, but it came out nice and sharp. The swoosh on the side also came out nice and clean. One of my favorite parts about this shoe is all 7 air units. It really pops. The pink looks so sick with the rest of the shoe. And finally, my favorite detail by far is a bacon strip on the tongue. It looks super dope. This is a detail I wish they would have added on the actual Air Max 90 Bacon colorway. Now before I leave you guys, let's get into the giveaway. For Air Max month, we're giving away an undefeated pack. This pack features 2 different sneakers, including the undefeated Air Max 97 Militia Green and the undefeated Air Max 97 Black Volt. Last day to enter is on March 25th, when it will be announced on March 26th on Air Max Day. To enter, follow these 3 things. Subscribe to Rejuvenate's YouTube page, follow Sneaker Knockers on Instagram, and comment down below what your favorite Air Max model is of all time. I'll catch you guys next Monday. Peace out.